Hey guys, I want to show you real quickly how to use the advanced search features in Google. I think this will help you a lot in the future, both in looking up things personally and for research purposes. So most of the time we go to Google, or actually we don't even go to Google, we go into Chrome and we type into the search bar. But if we're in the Google search, you simply type what you're looking for. There are two ways to do it. You can hit Google search, you can use the microphone. If you're doing an image search, you can use your camera. But you may or may not see it. I'm feeling lucky, and if I hover over it, it like flips around. It's kind of funny. This is kind of an old bygone Google search. So I'm feeling lucky, or I'm feeling hungry, or I'm feeling stellar, or whatever it may be. So I'm feeling stellar. So obviously it's about cosmic images because I left it blank. Um, so if I type in something, just like if you were going to talk to Alexis or Google Home, if you have that at home, it's going to try to interpret what you're looking for. And if you click I'm feeling lucky, it's going to hit like the top hit or the one you've gone to a lot. So if I did Apple, I get iPhone 12 because it's apple.com. Okay, so I'm feeling lucky is a great search tool if you're looking for something and you're pretty sure that you've got the web address right, but you want to double check it by using the search. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you in the search is simply just doing a search for anything. So follow along and do that. You know, you get like a million hits in so many seconds. That's what Google's claim to fame. However, you're not going to go through all these, right? So we want to go through, if you notice the first one is apple.com. Okay, great. And then it gives me the map. So Google's integrating its items into the Google search. If you look on the right hand side, it's looking up Wikipedia and telling me all about Apple. And then if you keep going down, popular items people want to search to shop for. So we're using Google for a lot of different things. And I think the next site's top news stories, and then Wikipedia, and then top questions people are asking for Google. So Google's trying to intuitively make your searches smarter, not harder, which is good. So we're going to use some of the search features to make them smarter. Okay, so at the top, below the search bar at the top, you're going to have a couple different settings. So the first one is news. So if you're trying to find news for a research on Apple, say we're looking up Steve Jobs or whatever, if I hit news, it's going to filter the searches for news sites like CNN or Apple. In this case, maybe a tech magazine or whatever about Apple. I can actually come under the settings and more, and I can filter these for dates or relevance here so that I can get things that would be more like maybe I'm looking up the history of Apple and what was in the news earlier in the year. So I can come in and I can sort these by year or a specific time period. There's a lot of things I can do here. So when I hit tools, I can go by the most recent, the past hour. So it's trying to compete with like Twitter and how news just breaks so quickly. I can do a custom range and do it by date and time. So maybe I know that Apple's getting ready to launch their i13 phone. And so I want to find the latest thing about that in a custom range. Or I want to go back and see what they did with an Apple 8. And so I know the Apple 8 was produced, I don't know, between 2007 and 2010. So I would want to go and do that custom date range. Okay. Custom date range doesn't work for everything. You can sort by relevance, you can sort by date. So by using some of the extra tools here, I'm going to narrow my search and get more concentrated information. If I clicked images, now I have an image search, so my camera can pop up so I can actually take a picture of something and do a reverse image search and look for it. So if you notice, I've got images of the fruit apple, but images of the Apple icon for the program of the computer. If you look across the top, it's also trying to be intuitive as to what kinds of things I might be searching for in images. So maybe I want wallpaper for the Apple. And so this would be wallpaper I could download. Maybe I want to, I'm going to hit back because it's going to change as I go. Maybe I want a transparent apple. Transparent means that if you look, the grid lines have like the hashtags, the little grids. So if I download this apple image and then I put it in another image, then I am going to be able to put it into other images and not have that background transposed on it. An animated one. So there's all kinds of different searches I can do to narrow it. And so again, Google is trying to do that for me in my searches. Okay, I can do it in the search bar. I can do it with what Google is telling me to search with. I can do it with tools. So again, if I click in tools, it will let me do a couple other things. I can do it by color, by size, by shape, by type. Maybe I want a clip art or a line drawing or a GIF, maybe a time of day. I want the latest Apple, maybe user rights. This is really important. This is what they love to ask in the Google test. I want to make sure I have a Creative Commons license, so that's free to use in anything versus a commercial license where I can't just do it and duplicate it all the time because there's copyrighted. So those will help narrow my searches. I can do it by shopping. Maybe I want to purchase something in Apple. So in this case, I might need to do a phone. It's going to pop up. Oh, no. So maybe I need to do iPhone. And then it might change. So the shopping one may or may not work. It depends on what you're looking for. If I'm looking up tennis shoes, I'm going to hit a ton of them under shopping. Maps, again, Google wants you to use their other products. They're going to integrate the Google Maps with Google searches. So I'm going to have another activity where you guys can use maps. It's a really cool one. But I'm going to actually, as my computer started to freeze up, I want to go back and I want to show you all again so you can see something, okay? So when I'm in, so for advanced searches, if I go under settings, I can change my search toolbar for history and languages. I can search the history, which is really cool because if I have my Google Sync on, which is up here, and I have it synced to all my other devices that are logged into Google, like my phone or other computers, I can actually search my browser history. I know I searched Apple earlier today. I want to see that from my phone, and I can actually pull it up. So that's really super cool with history. And then finally, the last thing that's really neat is this advanced search function. So under advanced searches, I can go in and I can change what I want to look up. Can add an exact word or phrase. This is what your teachers use. They copy and paste things in the quotation marks, and they can actually see which website you copied it directly from. Done, plagiarism. Okay, I can put all the words in, so this would be an and or I can leave the words out. Maybe I want to look up apples, but I don't want to get any of the websites with computers in them. Okay. I can also narrow my search by language, so I only want websites that are in English. So I can come down here and pick English. Maybe I want websites only from the United States instead of from all over the world. So I can come down here and do that. That's going to narrow my search to the last update. Maybe I only want the newest updated one. Maybe I want it older ones. I can set a site or domain, so that would be like .com, .edu. That may or may not be important. By default, if you're logged into the CMS site, you're on the safe search. The explicit things are supposed to be being blocked out. If you're at home, you would have that. You can turn it on and off. I can search by a file type, and I also can search those user rights, which is extremely important if I want to make sure that I'm not violating copyright in any way. So by doing this, it would automatically limit the search. Your assignment is to create 2 questions using the advanced search that can be true, false, multiple choice, whatever, that would have to do with how searches are being used, okay? And you submit them, so we'll have a little quiz.